Okay. So happy full moon. And maybe if it stays clear here in Montana, we'll be able to see it this evening. Coming down onto our backs, again, see if elevating the heart space works for you this morning. Placing a towel or a block underneath the shoulder blades, allowing the head to rest back on something so that the chin is not jutting upward. We're going to concentrate on our hips this morning, so maybe coming into a butterfly pose, if that's not too much for you as an opening. And just take in a deep breath and allow yourself to settle in. Maybe resting a hand on the body, the heart, the belly. Just notice your breath. Notice how you're arriving today. This is our flower full moon. And maybe just to give us something to center on, a reading, the flower. The flower has no to-do list, not one day of her life. She just points her whole self towards the light, and the rest takes care of itself. So how easy is that? As you close down your eyes, just imagine the light and point yourself to it and let it bathe you and let everything take care of itself. Maybe deepening the breath just a bit. Feeling the breath move through your body. Maybe breathing in to a count of 4. Slowly breathing out for the count of 4. But allow yourself to enjoy the pause at the beginning of the breath and the end of the breath. And maybe set an intention for this next lunar cycle, or maybe just for today. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. And if you're in your reclined cobbler, just use your hands to draw your knees together. Whatever position you're in, just roll over to the side. We'll release whatever we have underneath us. Come on down onto your back body. Feel the support of the earth underneath you as you take a full body stretch. And then draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug this morning, maybe a rock side to side, just a little massage to that low back, bringing in some blood flow, some circulation. And then pausing at center, lightly placing the, the hands on top of the knees, taking big wide circles here. So allow the knees to go right and left, down towards the bottom of your mat, and draw them back into your chest. So take it nice and slow with your breath. Just bringing some lotion to those hip joints, synovial fluid, lubricating the joints, nice and easy. It's also kind of a nice massage all the way down to that tailbone. Reverse that, take it the opposite way, nice and easy. And then when the knees are wide, right and left, draw your hands inside, maybe just to the ankles. Maybe they even reach to the blade edge of the foot. We're not going into happy baby unless you want to go into happy baby. We're just coming into that floating cobbler. So if you're holding on to your ankles or you're holding on to your feet, see if you can draw them in. It's an opening for the hips, the groin, and the pelvis. And just pause there with your breath. And then we'll release that and plant the feet onto the mat. Maybe take a windshield wiper right and left just to release that. And we'll extend the left leg long, and we're just going to plant that right foot right inside that left thigh, coming into that resting tree pose. Again, a very grounding pose, opening up through the pelvis, the hip points, the inner thighs. A nice external rotation through that right hip. Pause here and just allow a couple of nice breaths. And notice here if there's any clenching. Do you feel any clenching in the hips, in the jaw? Can you release the jaw and the face? From the belly button up, you should be at full rest. No wasted energy at all. Allow for a deeper breath. And on the exhale, soften every place you can soften down to the mat. We'll deepen this by picking up that right ankle and setting it on top of the left thigh, above the knee, not right on the knee. Flex through that right foot and just allow the right knee to maybe fall a little bit further, a little bit deeper. And again, we're right at full moon right now. So maybe with the eyes closed, you just envision the moon shining down. Taking one more breath here. Let's pick up the left foot and plant it on the mat, coming into this figure 4 shape. Allowing the right knee to fall away from the body. Again, bringing space around the whole right hip. Soften where you can soften. And then from this position, we're just going to rock. So the right knee is going to rock over to the right. Maybe it taps down, maybe it doesn't. Inhale and bring it back up to center. And then send that right sole of the foot to the left. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Just begin to enjoy the stretch through the thighs, rocking back and forth, nice and easy. Again, upper body is at rest. Just allow the breath to flow natural. Come back, pause at center. Interlace behind the left hamstring. Draw the shin in closer to the body. Flex through both feet here. Take a full deep breath in. Maybe you extend the left leg up to the ceiling. Maybe you circle through that left ankle and flare those left toes, point and flex. Just bring some movement into the foot and the ankle. And then slowly replace left foot back to the mat. Release the arms, bring them overhead, let them rest, maybe join the hands together and release that right ankle. Send the feet wide and just take a windshield wiper right and left. Heel toe the feet back to center. Extend now the right leg long. Take that left knee out to the side. Find the resting tree here. So the left sole of the foot kind of snuggles into the right inner thigh. If you need any support, grab that towel or block to place underneath the left thigh. Each side is different, so I'm a little tighter on this side. So I'm going to use my breath. I'm going to notice the clenching that I'm doing in my hips. And as I release the breath, I'm going to release the body and just see where I can soften. So wherever you are, notice what's going on in your body. The arms being overhead kind of opens up the chest and the shoulders and the arms just a little bit. Deepen the breath, lengthen the exhale. And then we'll pick up that left ankle, set it on top of the right thigh, not on the knee, just above. Flex that left foot. Maybe you can find a deeper stretch here by letting the left knee fall. It has a little more room here. Again, support where you need to support. Soften where you need to soften. And breathe. And then we'll pick up the right foot and we'll plant it, coming into the figure 4 shape. Again, let's allow the left knee to move away from the body, whether you use your hands or can just use your brain to tell the muscles to send it away. Begin to open up the area around the hip. And we're going to flow this again. So each side's different, just we'll pay attention here. Left knee is going to just fall over to the left. Keep the structure there. Keep that foot flexed. Come back through center on the inhale, and on the exhale, send that left sole of the foot over to the right, any amount. And then bring it back to center on the inhale. And use your breath now from one side to the other, moving as fluidly as you can. Rolling from one hip bone to the other, across that low back, the sacrum. Take one more flow both sides. And then bring yourself back to center, level out the hips, feel the spine. Interlacing around the right hamstring now, and draw the shin in closer to the body. Kind of squeeze those shoulder blades underneath you so that you're not hunching the shoulders up. Give yourself lots of space here. Take a moment. Feel into the hip. And then we'll extend the right leg up towards the ceiling, flexing through both feet. Find some movement through the right ankle, flaring toes, pointing and flexing. And then just pause, draw in a little bit deeper, soften a little bit more. And then, excuse me, placing the right foot back down, we'll release the hands, we'll release the ankles. Again, send those feet wide on your mat. Take a windshield wiper right and left. The next time knees are right, hold them right. Again, pick up that right ankle, place it outside that left thigh. Right arm extends up towards the top of your mat, resting on the back of the hand. Reach through those fingers, get that stretch all the way down the left side body to the hip, from the hip down the outer thigh to the knee. Use your breath now and just settle the body into a full stretch. Slowly bring the arm back down, release the ankle, bring the feet wide, level out the hips, send the knees over to the left, hold there. Pick up the left ankle, place it on the outside of the right thigh. Let that right knee fall towards the mat. Extend the right arm overhead, resting on the back of the hand. Draw a deep breath into the ribs, stretch through the fingers. Fingers down the arm, through the ribs to the hip bone, from the hip, outer thigh, I T-band down to the knee. Taking a nice full deep breath. Release the exhale, nice and slow. Right arm comes back down. Release the left ankle. Take one windshield wiper to rinse that out. Heel toe the feet back to center. Again, draw the knees into the chest. So as you squeeze in, let the tailbone ride up with you. Nice low back stretch. Send the knees right and left. Reach between the legs. Now we'll take a full happy baby. So grab for ankles or your forearm behind the knee crease or maybe the blade edge of the foot. Send the soles of the feet towards the ceiling like you could plant them there. And draw the knees down beside the body. And here, see if you can lower that tailbone down just a bit so you feel the entire length of the spine. If it feels good to rock here, rock it out. If it feels good to stretch a leg out, do it. Feel into your body, see what it needs. Any movement. And then when we turn to a still happy baby, we'll bring the soles of the feet together above the head, moving into that floating cobbler. Allow the heels here to come together as the feet lower towards the groin. Let them go as they fall to the mat. So again, coming back as we started into that reclined cobbler, hand to the belly and a hand to the heart. That rhythmic breath, our exhales are twice as long as our inhales. So I'm going to lead, breathing in for the count of 3. Release the breath slowly for the count of 6. Take a breath in for 3. Let it go for 6. On your own now. Each breath bringing you softer and deeper to the mat. And then we'll release any effort in the breath and just come back to your own natural rhythm and just notice it. Extend the legs to the corner of the mat. Extend the arms out, away from the body, the palms up, coming into your resting pose. Closing down the eyes. Bloom where you are. Bloom despite the weeds and grow tall and beautiful anyway. Bloom where you are, even if you wish you were elsewhere. Take in all the light when the sun is shining and know that the rain is necessary when it's not. Know that everything you need to bloom is right inside of you. You already have the strength and the capability to grow. Nourish your body, take care of your mind. Keep learning, keep growing. Let your true colors shine. Bloom where you are. Bloom despite of the weeds. Bloom and grow tall and beautiful anyway. Enjoy this flower moon. Namaste. If you have the luxury of time, turn off your device. Spend a few moments with yourself. Tomorrow is Friday Flow. It'll be a 60-minute flow class. And I'll look forward to seeing you then. Namaste.